Each individual animated feature that I work on has a different casting process. I don't always do the casting by myself. I often have to hire a casting director to help me because I'm just so often in recording sessions 9 till 6 every day. I've got to hire somebody else to come in and help me. I have a wonderful casting director I work with whom I adore, and she does a beautiful job. Meredith Lane is her name. This particular piece, because we opted to go back to the actors who worked in the original Justice League series, was a lot easier because all I had to do was call my friends who I've worked with for years and years and years. Kevin, do you want to come play Batman again? Tim Daly, do you want to come play Superman again? Nathan Fillion was kind of a wild card. We had him come play Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. And that's always nice because I just adore Nathan Fillion, and it's a pleasure to have him on any project. Susan Eisenberg, all the actors that did the series with me. So it was kind of like old home week, coming back into a project that, although it had been years since we've been in production, everybody fell kind of into their same roles quite easily. Me as director, them as actors. If I have to fall back on someone, I do. I prefer to work really hard to get the actor that I really want, and I will record on a Sunday if I have to in order to get that actor, and it's my pleasure to do so when I can. But yes, I really like to try to get those original actors back. It's not just that it's hard to do as many DC properties, but I'm fortunately, knock wood, very often offered a lot of other work outside of Warner Brothers work. So my challenge is keeping all the different projects separate and remembering. And I like to do what's called an ensemble record, which is bring all the actors in together. And when I do that, I do a table read, which means we rehearse the whole piece together with all the actors together. And I do it as much for me to remember the plot, the arc, where we have to get to, because if I'm recording actors separately, which often happens, I have to remember what the intensity is of that scene, what the other actors did, and how do I get everybody to that moment so that it matches when we cut it all together. It was joyous. It was a joyous process because it really was. Whenever Warner Brothers Home Video and Warner Premiere says, Andrea, you can use your original cast, number one, it's just plain simpler because I don't have to tell the actor, okay, here's Wonder Woman's story, here's Green Lantern's story. They all know because they've played these characters for years. So this was kind of a nice, simple thing in that way. The challenge was there are 24, 25 actors in this piece, some of them doing 3 voices, and some actors I hadn't worked with before. Some of the guest villains, some of the guest people I hadn't worked with before, and that was always kind of, it's always like bringing somebody new to the Saturday night dinner that you throw. Let's bring in that new guest and see how they fit with the other people. And I often liken my casting to throwing a party. Who's going to have fun together? Who's going to bring something to the party? Who's going to get along and have fun? And so that's always what that challenge is for me.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Enjoy the film.